Hi everyone, I'm Amanda Riley. Welcome to Fashion Rebellion Workshop at the Fashion Factory. So if you've watched my previous two tutorials, you will know how to choose a sewing machine, you will know how to wind up a bobbin correctly and insert the bobbin. So now I'm going to show you how to thread up correctly. So to thread up your top thread, the first thing to do is make sure your machine is switched off, and then you want to bring up your take-up lever here, which is at the front of the machine. So to do that, you turn your hand wheel towards you until the lever appears here. It's got a little eye at the front of it, so your thread has got to come through that eye. So we take the thread and you can put it onto one of your spools, either this one or onto here. That's completely up to you. I prefer this one. Onto your spool, take the end of the thread, and the first thing you do is you will find here there will be something, it might not look exactly the same as my machine, but there will be something that you go either round or through before the thread comes forward. So it might be like a little curly thing, you go through it, or some kind of loop and you go through that, but there will be something around about here. Not this, not the thing that you used to wind your bobbin. Do not use that. There will be some other little thing here. It might be slightly more towards the back or just on the top, but there will be something. So you go through that or around that first, and then the thread will go straight down into this thread slot, and you take it all the way down past the tension plates, which are inside here. And by the way, this tension setting for normal sewing should be between 4 and 5, so anywhere between 4 and 5 is good. So you go, so your thread's going to come down, you're going to come round the bottom here and straight back up. So round and straight back up until you get to your take up lever here. Now you've got to get through the hole. So with mine, I go from the right to the left, and then if I pull forward quickly, it will come through the eye of the take up lever. If you have trouble with that, just thread it through, and then your thread's going to carry on going back down the slot towards the needle. So I'm going to make sure it's right inside this slot all the way down to here. So you want to make sure that your thread goes right inside this slot and not cut across there. That is a bit of a beginner's mistake. So make sure it goes right in the slot. The next thing, you will find some kind of little hook just above your needle. So that's where you need to go next. It might be to the right, might be to the left. Mine's here, so I'm going to go round this hook here. Very important, don't forget that final hook. So then, once you've done that, you need to go through the needle. And to make this so much easier, you need to make sure the needle is in its highest position. So just turn the hand wheel and get the needle as high as it can be. Now, if your machine has a needle threader on, fine, you can just go ahead and do that. But for everybody else, I'm going to show you the easiest way to thread a needle. First thing you need to do is blunt cut the end of thread with some sharp scissors. Take the end of the thread and you just want it so you have the tiny little bit sticking out like this, and you make like a pincer movement straight towards the needle. I'm going to push the thread out of the way. Your needle is in the highest position and you should be able to quite easily, this is when I'm going to find it difficult, to go straight through the needle like this. And then I'm going to keep my finger there in that loop and just until it gets to the needle, that stops it getting wrapped around the needle. So that is your top thread done. So now you've got your bobbin already in place if you did my previous tutorial. Either in its top position here with the thread at 9 o'clock position, or in its front loading inside the case. So we've got to get this bottom thread up here through this slot underneath the needle here. The bottom thread up through the slot. So to do that, we hold the top thread in your left hand towards you, straight like this, and you're going to turn your hand wheel on the end of your machine towards you until the needle goes all the way down and all the way back up, just one time. So I'm going to turn the hand wheel towards me now. The needle goes all the way back up. I'm going to pull upwards, and that is my bottom thread. It has been caught and it's coming up through that slot. So if you take a pair of scissors and you just slide underneath like this, that brings the bottom thread up to the top. And if you've got a top loading machine, you should just see a little piece of thread coming across there like that. I'm going to put my top thread also to the back of my presser foot. This is my presser foot here. And then I'm going to put my lid back on, or close your little door or slide shut. And this means that you are completely ready to start sewing. One thing I forgot to say is here, if you are a total beginner, this is the presser foot. You'll have a lever here. So when you're bringing up that thread, just make sure that this is up, in an up position. Thanks for watching my Fashion Rebellion tutorials. So you now know how to correctly thread up your sewing machine. In my next tutorial, which will be coming soon, I will show you how to make and finish seams, how to turn a corner and backstitch, and then how to change a needle, and also how to look after your machine. So if you're at home and you're interested in sewing and upcycling, I have made a book which is available online at Amazon and Waterstones, and it's all my lovely Fashion Factory students inside that made all their own clothes. You can find out inside all the information that I've given you today about threading up and winding a bobbin, and then there's lots of amazing projects that you can do at home, upcycling your old jeans or your old clothes into really cool new clothes. So you can get that online. So if you enjoyed the videos today, please subscribe and like and share, and have fun upcycling your own clothes at home. Bye.